Nev's come through again. So we've got some mounting bushes for the wipe. So that'll get us set with them. A few more bushes for our strut rods, or tie rods, whichever you want to call them. Need to replace them, the ones we got a bit squashed. These are the bushes that we have. Excuse me. This is where they need to go. So I've got a pick tool that I've made for doing a similar sort of job. Get it started. Force it in the hole to start. Give it a slight twist to get a little bit of rotation. Grab the pick. Gently ease her into the hole. Something like that. You can do all three of them exactly the same. That'll at least give us a start. We'll also add some to the studs that are on the wipe motor so we can get hopefully easy progress through the rubbers. Give them a bit of wipe down. It should help stop them from squeaking on the mounts. We'll wipe them down. And hopefully be able to get them in the hole. So I might just give these pedestals a bit of a wipe over the rubber grease. So it should help squeeze it into position, allow it to squish rather than grab on the panel. There's some down area there. Somewhere near those studs would be great. It's a bit hard for you to see, but I can see. A little bit of pressure on there, give it a push through, and I think they've gone through. It has. That's through there. I'll keep that loose. We'll work on getting the bushes on those pedestals. See if I can get this pedestal somewhere near enough. We can get a start on that nut. I'm not sure if that's going to work for me, but we'll see. Yep, it's got to start. Well, at least the pedestals are in. Tighten them fellas up. Make a wiring harness for there, Nev. I think we got some success there, mate. Not sure how much you're going to be able to see, but at least I can see. Give it a wash on there. Done up. Time for a review on some of the wiring. So wipe the motor, wipe a switch, diagram for vintage wiring harnesses, some numbers. Let's get this resolved. I found the wiper harness, worked out the connectors on here. So we've now got wiper function. I ran the harness out through here. It's not the original position, but it'll work. Did a lot of head scratching this morning because I couldn't work out why we had some wires here that should have been up here. I think there's a problem with when it was installed. Not a problem because we can work around that. Okay, Nev, I'm trying to work out the interior light for you. You were chasing a hole in the interior for the light mount. I've moved this back a bit, move this here. The holes are behind here, there is none. So I'm assuming this has probably never had an interior light because there's dimples in the panel, but the holes ain't right through. So I'm going to cut a slot in the trim here, so I can pull the wires through where the light should be sitting. So light should be sitting around there. So these mount holes, that one there, which is the ground, they line up with the dimples in the panel. The panel doesn't have holes in it. I've been looking up through here with a mirror, trying to find the holes, and it doesn't look like it's got any. So, small slot in here, so I get the wires through the trim, which will come inside the light cavity. Hopefully be able to get them to sort it out. Been looking at some images online. That's about the position of the light should be. So I'll get that mounted up. Light's now mounted. A little stressful. I have a problem with drilling holes in people's pride and joy. 1 or 2 steps backwards. Now I've put the interior light in and went to test it, and we've got no power to this fuse on either side. So a little frustrating today, but I'll have a dig around, see what I can see, and work it out. Interior light works. There wasn't anything in here. It was out here. Somehow, with all pushing and shoving and working around, that was like that. So now I'll plug that back in, like that. Everything works. Just a quick update to where we got achieved today. So some of this wiring I've tidied up. You see I've got this bunched up, worked out where they're supposed to be, where they shouldn't be. These extra gauges, I need to do some work with them. We have some worked out the wiring for that illumination. So we got both gauges and speedo. What do we else? We have got this thing here working. They gave me a headache this morning because the connector, you'll see, you would have seen earlier, and the fuse panel, the connector is backed out. I need to make a junction for here because this is just temporary for the connector for the illumination on the cluster. So some progress, and we're going to track down a new one of these because that one's not healthy. That's this week up to date. Stuff I've taken out, and some of it I'll reinstall, but it needs to be changed. And this is our wire that tried to be the charging wire for the vehicle. Not quite heavy enough.